Unwin, sorry, is the only person outside right now, and the bomb is looking more and more like it's about to go towards the A site.
36 left right now. Big do needs to move quickly. Hades will open it up, finding Bollox. This player in the heaven needs to be taken down. Spotted in process of finding Paranoia. Canna able to find Grimbo as Process trades. 2 versus 2 right now. XPT and Joko coming up from behind. He'll find Process. It's all. He'll find Grimbo. It's all Process now. 1 versus 2, but Joko, the man's having an amazing game right now as he secures Dice their 8th as he again fires. I think that was his 3rd of the round there.
Another buy going to be available for Big Academy. It's a pretty decent one as well. Even though they lost that round, they do still have some money to mess around with. Panics. Oh! Dear Lord on it. That's aggressive. And 3 players outside just really getting up in Big Academy's face. Taking outside control completely, and this is what you were talking about earlier, Kremer. It was ensuring that outside control could be completely gained, and as I mentioned earlier on as well, you sometimes don't need utility. You can just force the issue, push on through with high power weapons, and ensure that you can clutch out these rounds. It's 5 versus 3. We'll make that a 4 versus 3 now as Hayes. Okay, they level it out. It's 3 versus 3. The A site is now going to be where the fight is being taken. The A site is being completely lost. Joko trying to push on up to his teammate SPG, but nowhere to be seen. Process holding by Reactor.
Looks like the Big Academy is starting to life now as we're going to see these all Paranoid both exchanging shots. XPG.
Hear him? No!
But that Eagle spam working perfectly for the Dice there. And that's heartbreaking because for Big Academy, that's the first real showing we've seen from them where they just open up that A site, they get the plant, they put it into a 3 versus 3. But XPG, that Deagle is absolutely ruthless as he finds the remaining 2 players.
Surely that's just a lack of communication, right? The fact that a single player dies from that and then someone says, oh yeah, just peek it, try and get the kill. The bomb isn't planted for him. There wasn't much time on the clock. You could have just played Ring Around the Rosie, round the reactors, and you probably would have won the round. That's what Big Academy need right now. Even if it's a cheesy win, it's a win nevertheless. The Dice now up to 9 rounds. It's 9-3, and Big Academy, they're running out of lifelines at this stage. They still have a force buy into this round, but it leaves them with basically nothing for the rest of the half.
Now that round second, actually, a great little transfer from them, and there we go. We're going to see Anuin waking up as well as Big Academy. Now they're starting to feel it. Now they're opening up sites. Canna, unfortunately, unable to trade as he will tag down Hades, but XPG and Canna now 2 versus 4. And actually, if we look at the Dice, they've won, I think, was it 5 rounds in a row? And
yeah,
6 rounds in a row. 6 in a row, so it's tied up 3-3.
Yeah, Big Academy haven't won any for a while, so
yeah. And
Dice, the economy. I mean, that's the thing, right? Because Dice, even though they've been winning these rounds back to back to back to back to back, Big Academy have been able to get the frags on some of these players. Like Pollux, even though they've won 9 out of 13 rounds, well, 9 out of 14 rounds, soon to be, he's died 10 times. He isn't staying alive many times. It is coming down to these small 2v2s, the 1v2s, and Dice are just coming out on top in certain situations, meaning that their economy is basically ruined for most of it. Yeah, they can save a couple of weapons here and there, but they don't have anything to fall back on if Big Academy can actually pick up a round. And while we do see a round picked up here, there's still a force buy available. There's still money in the bank. It's round number 14, and we're going to be seeing a bit of a different play coming on through from the CT side of Dice.
Absolutely, and well, push comes out. Big Academy. They do have a full bite. They've got the open panics. Let's see how they do to execute. Hades needs the charge. The swing comes out, and the Max 7 and Canna rings through, but Process, the follow-up, able to find 2 of his own. And with that, the site just dismantled. This is the Big Academy we like to see. This is the Big Academy under the lineage of their, of the main team of Big, where they, like these executes, they work together as a team and just push as one unit, rather than having to do these strained buys, working on aim duels, and just working together with these executes.
That's an interesting smoke. Can't say I've seen that one. I mean, I've seen it before, just not too common. Oh, Pollock's falling there is probably not what he wanted there, and I do think it's minor, but they're going to have to save now. They can't find any angle on any of these C-sided players. Joko just holding by red outside, and there's frags to be found, and it's really hurting the Big Academy economy, but there's no rounds to be gained yet. It's 9-5 to the Dice. One more round, they can move it into double digits and have a, well, pretty decent CT side. I don't think we can count Big Academy out of this yet, Kramer, can we?
No, we can't at all. Big Academy, they've really shown signs of life in the last few rounds, and that's really reflected in the fact that they're starting to be a bit more confident now. They're going for these executes, which is what they're good at, and more importantly, that Orbital Panics is out and deployed, and it means that Nonic, he won't be as comfortable outside. It means he has to play a bit more passive angles like the one he's in now, and you know, if Big can make it 9-6, they, you know, by all means they're still in this, because CT side, that favoured side, they're able to take the pistol round, then they're literally just a hop, skip, and a jump from tying it up 9-9.
It's kind of the benefit of starting on the T side of Nuke. By all means, it might look like from a scoreline perspective that, okay, yeah, you're gone. Most maps, you wouldn't be able to come back from a 10-5 half, but just the innate CT advantage on Nuke does kind of still fill you with some form of hope, and for all we know, the Dice aren't going to be able to get a single round on the T side. We'll have to just wait and see. Of course, this round, however, the way it's currently set up, the complete lack of fights so far, and the fact we've only got 45 seconds remaining on the clock leads me to believe that this is most likely going to be a 6th round for Big, especially when Hades can open up with frags like that, finds a second as well, isn't able to find a third as of yet. Pollux gets taken down, and oh, hello, still someone to stop apart. You need to be taking him down, buddy. Nonic jumps down from heaven, sprays down one, and that has turned the tables. The Deagle shots from Cunner, 2 of them, to find 2 frags. Panics is going to be able to take him out of the round. No more Deagle frags for you. Kumo pushing up quite aggressive, but it's the import that comes out on top. Now Panics in a 1 versus 2. Got an AWP available. Hasn't checked heaven as of yet. Molotov goes down. Can't get the no-scope. And it is indeed going to be Nonic who closes out the round. It's 10-5. An interesting first half, to say the least. Let's see what the second half holds. We're going to go into a very, very short ad break. We'll be back for Big Academy versus... We are back, ladies and gents, for our final game of day number 1 of CSGO Fight Night Season 2. We're still at the best of 1 stage. It's Big Academy versus the Dice. First half did not go too well for Big Academy. As you can see, they are currently 5 rounds down. Dice ending the half in double digits. Now we move to the pistol round. Let's see if the Dice can continue this momentum. It's Panic who opens up with the first frag.
Follow-up going either way as well from XPG. And Hades onto Warlock's cover. XPG still proving his worth, still take down Panics as well, and that's the kits and a bit of utility from Big Academy. Process has been able to push into the lobby, so he does know that there are certain areas of the safe site that are clear. As the execution comes out, he needs to try and take down at least 1 player before the kind of plant goes down and the Dice are able to cement their retake positions. Well, there you have it. 2 versus 3 now as Process might find another. Got that Heaven player tapping down a bit, just making his presence known and trying to put a bit of fear of God into the Dice. And Hades, he'll find Joko. It's all XPG now, 1 versus 3. From that Heaven position, it's a favourable one. Is he able to take any of them down? He'll drop in, swinging with the knife. He'll hear that first tap go down.
He's got him!
He'll get him! They'll take him down. And, oh, that's close, but Big Academy have just about got it. That knife almost secures the dice the round, however, as that bomb is defused to Process. And it's very close, but at least Big Academy are able to get around.
Off the back of a loss, Kremer, XPG had 5k from that knife kill. I love when players just go for that sort of stuff. Like, it is better than just spamming through with a pistol. You don't know where exactly someone is. Jump into the smoke, just start swinging. And for that,
I mean, even if you do jump in that smoke, sometimes when push comes to shove, that could be a team kill as well from the opponents.
Yep, definitely. It's a massive spanner in the works. Well, that knife kill and the bomb plant to some extent as well allows a bit of a buy coming on through from the dice. We see a double AK pickup, one on Pollux, one on XPG. A lot of utility as well. And to be honest with you, this doesn't feel like a round number 2 if you look at the entire buy. 2 M4s on Big Academy, a lot of fully automatics surrounding that as well in the form of SMGs and, well, 1 from us. And then for dice, 2 players on deagles, everyone else on rifles. It's a strong chance they can actually win this round, provided they can find an opening frag. If they get sprayed down here, then maybe it's all over. Depends on what Hades can do. Oh,
timing.
Doesn't feel too confident. Yeah, doesn't feel too confident about the angle. Does just fall off. If he stayed there for a couple of moments, he might be able to get a little bit of a spray there. Hades is going to be trying for the headshot angle. Finds 1, finds 2. Look for the 3rd. It does indeed find it. Finds 4. Oh, so close yet so far to the ace. Hades is going to be absolutely ecstatic. Great spray from him there. Big Academy, they take a 7th round. Very much not out of this game as of yet. And I was questioning the relocation, but clearly there's a reason he's playing and I'm not.
Well, Hades right there. If you spoke about confidence, that has to be a confidence builder for him. You know, 4 very quick kills, all of which, I think, all of them were headshots. And, you know, the dice going to be straight back on pistols. Gremlo opening up, finding 1. That M4 still ringing true. Hades will find 1. Panics finds another. The only silver lining we can find is that the bomb almost made it down to the B site. Now Hades has another big step out. Nonic falls again, and Hades, another 3k coming out. The man has been able to snag himself 8 kills in 2 rounds. Sorry, 7 kills in 2 rounds. As wasn't an ace.
Had to remind him, didn't you? Had to remind him he died before he got the ace. How dare you?
Yeah.
Rubbing salt in the wounds there, Kremer. Yeah. It's a 10th round for dice still. They've not been able to find anything else in this second half. A very, very big commitment outside of Big Academy, though. Look at this commitment from the 3 CTs. Pollux is the only person there to really be able to contest this push, but he has to fall back at the last moment as well. Process trying to go for the headshot, and he does indeed spot him out. He's not able to connect the shots, though. Process is going to drop down to 48 HP. Molotov goes down, but gets dissipated almost instantly. Retrains his aim onto the shot on Marshmallow. Takes down Joko. Now going to push on to see if he can find anything else. Molotov does find a couple of AK bullets to the side of the head. Does get taken down by Pollux. Now on a 4 versus 4. With the AWP still available on the Big Academy side. Starting to believe that they have a bit of an advantage here. Spray comes on through. It's going to be Kana who picks up that frag. Nonic there to be able to help him out. Bomb still yet to be planted, as it seems like Nonic's just a little bit cautious, a little bit scared to fully commit to that bomb plant.
Absolutely. 3 versus 3 right now. The plant does come out. Crimbo finding Pollux, and the issue is here, the dice haven't really been able to get into any after plant position. Big Academy going to slowly start descending on them. Well, he goes down the flash stretch. First swing right now could be perfect, but Hades, he has really woken up right now as Canna falls. Nonic now, 1 versus 3, and he's in a difficult position. He's going to come up from squeaking. Swings wide. Grimbo's waiting for him. Grimbo will find his head. And Big Academy, they are really starting to wake up, and they're really starting to plow their way into this as they find their 9th round, almost tying it up 10 to 10 and negating any lead that the dice were able to establish at the start of this.
And that is Nuke for you. Quite simple. You can do not so great on the T side, but the second you swap over, provided you're able to clap back from the pistol round and continue from there, shouldn't really have anything to worry about. Looks like the Dice are getting a bit aggressive down ramp. Hades is going to be defending once again. He finds one, but not able to find anything else this time. Pollux still going to be holding, waiting for the rotate coming on through from the CTs. Bomb is going to get planted by XPG. Crimbo going to be holding inside a decon. The spam comes on through the wall. Isn't going to be able to find anything. Going to try and find the heads of somebody boosted up onto those rafters, but nobody there as of yet. 4 versus 4 right now. Only Hades and Kana falling for Big Academy and the Dice respectively. This is not the best of buys from the Dice though, so the weapon advantage very much going to the favour of Big Academy. But XPG through the smoke, he can indeed pick up a couple of kills here if he really wants to. Going to push on up between these two lurking players, and I feel like if anyone can really do it, it probably is going to be XPG. He does get taken out of the round. Pollux sprays down one, looks for the second. Oh, maybe the backstab at the last moment. Oh no, Pollux is not going to be pleased. He gets the knife kill, but the round goes to Big.
I imagine his team aren't happy with him either. He had ammo there to kill him. He just had to push forward 1 bullet to the back of the skull, and that would have secured the Dice the round. However, instead, it's keeping them on a 5-loss streak. Big Academy, even though they lost the round, so even though they lost all the players, they won the round. And, you know, they're able to reinvest into this perfectly. They've been having a very strong CT side already. So the Dice really cheated that round quite badly. He panics, he's really waking up and going for these duels on outside. He's making a bit of utility to it. Still fighting, however. Joko able to find his head, a very clean shot from him, as Big Academy go into a man disadvantage.
And no more AWP for you. You need to be careful about that, of course. It's in a recoverable position, so someone from the Big Academy roster can indeed just rotate over and pick that up if they really want to, but I think, at least in this situation, God, XPG, I thought he was going to pull the trigger. That would have been fantastic. Pollux going to take a little bit of damage outside in a fight, but it's not going to get taken out as of yet. Still 5 minutes surviving for the Dice. Now we've only 47 seconds remaining on the clock for the Dice. They need to make a play. They got to be expecting Hades holding down ramp once again, and well, they are expecting him, but it's Hades who finds one of them in the form of XPG. He falls back onto the site, baits out the rotate down into control, but looks like Dice are the ones who feel like they're in control of this round directly. Bomb breaks down squeaky. Oh, close to begin a very nice spray down, but he actually gets it on the second peak. Process sprays down 2, takes down the 3rd as well to close it out for a 3K. Big Academy, I believe for the first time in this game, and now in the driving seat, they're in the lead.
For sure, and we're going to see a pause go out from the Dice, surely. Well, Big, just absolutely playing out of their mind right now. Hades in particular on ramp. I don't think he's given up ramp once without either taking someone with him or getting a multi-kill. And most of the time, he's doing exactly what CT should do when they're feeling pressure, which is get a kill and fall back. You shouldn't go for a multi-kill every single time unless your back is up against it. And, well, he's the embodiment of that. He started this half on single-digit kills. He's now going 21 to 15.
That's a strong performance, no question about that. Process on 20, Hades on 21-15, Process on 22-15. No one from the Dice side, due to kind of their poor performance in this second half, above 20 kills yet. Need to step it up. And while it is indeed 6 rounds in a row for Big Academy and a lot of momentum that's been built, there's still only 1 round in it. The Dice can very quickly turn this game on its head if they can find another round here. XPG finds 1, but it's only dropped down to 10 HP from that tap from the M4. Outside control being completely gained. XPG does fall to Process. He picks up his 23rd. The slow walk through secret. Weapons out at the ready. Waiting for someone to come into those crosshairs, but not going to be the case. Pollux going to be defending inside a vent. I like that. Really just solidifying the fact that they're confident that they can hold this bomb site directly. Wait for someone to rotate round and, oh, okay, panic. Just at the moment that kind of peeked on through, he's able to take him down. AWP shot right to the chest. Now with only 38 seconds remaining on the clock, they do really need to get this bomb planted, but they need to be careful about how they do it. There's no Molotov. There's no smokes available for them. One more Molotov available. Watch behind you, buddy. There's about to be a knife kill, but instead, Hades goes for the spray instead. Oh, a lovely tap onto Pollux. It looks like Panic's going to be able to close out the round as well as secure a 12th round for Big Academy. While it was a nice little sneak down through Secret out onto the A site, they weren't able to capitalize on the momentum they kind of built.
And honestly, yeah, I think Big Academy, that lobby invasion meant they absolutely knew it was coming from outside. They had that player playing passive. I don't know who it was. I think it was Hades. He would have called. It's clear. Like, I'm hiding. They're not making noise. They could have shifted in secret. And by process of elimination, they would have seen that being the case. We're going to see the dice now with, again, on another buy, but with Galil's now, they're going to have real issues doing this as they take a fair bit of utility damage. Joker, they're able to open it up, finding Crimbo, as they're able to fake that flank towards A. And now they've got outside control. They can really start to work around Big Academy. Pollock's going to be able to find Panics as well. And Big, this is where they might falter.
Ooh,
I say that
okay.
as Anuin and Process find and Joker able to trade again, but Process, he is just a refragging machine as he goes 25 to 15. Yeah, Anuin and Process right now. Gonna go into this 2 versus 2 retake, and Kana, as he comes up towards ramp, he will be that point of contact.
They can hear the movement and know where it's coming from. But are they ready for the fight? That is the question. Pollux has the long angle with the AWP right now, waiting for someone to peek on through from the other side. Molotov goes directly onto the bomb. They need to have a smoke to be able to dissipate that, or they might not have time to be able to get it defused. It looks like they are just going to have to go for it. Arnin, you need to check behind you, buddy. You get spammed through double doors instead, but it's Pollux. One no scope, one scoped. Secures an 11th round. They break the win streak and their loss streak.
Yeah, for 1 round in 7. That's all it's taken the dice to finally get back at Big. However, they are only 1 round behind. That space they bought themselves when they were on that CD side is giving them just a little bit of comfort on this, well, now T side, as Big Academy going to reinvest without much issue. But of course, because they use so much utility, their economy by all means is not out of the dark, as Jojoko able to open it up, finding Panics, who must have been able to avoid the volley and or get up there very, very quickly in order to find that. It's Crimbo actually aggressing on his own, so maybe try and get that man advantage back in favour, or even with the dice. Looks like we'll find him, and as Joko now aggressing further, and the Academy starting to be dismantled a little bit, as it looks like they have actually been shaken. And he was able to find Pollux before he falls one away. He'll take down Joko as well, as he proves he still has the power to bite. Hades finding Kana, before the volley will take him down. Nonic. Actually, what happened there was, I believe that was Andy, he missed Nonic and actually took down someone else. As the trade is there from Nonic. Their dice make it 12 to 12, but they have lost players, and Big Academy, even though they're facing the prospect of an eco, they have been doing that damage to the dice that they've needed to.
They have indeed, but the dice, they have these weapons in this next round, and Big Academy, well, can't say the same. As I mentioned earlier, it's all well and good Big Academy being able to bring it to that 11 to 10 scoreline that we saw just a few moments ago, but the dice, they've clawed it back. All they needed was a couple of rounds here and there, and realistically, they just need 4 more. If they can do that with this one, should be a free win. Maybe they can find it. This is an interesting one. That is a 4-man boost outside. I'm very surprised no one from the dice has spotted them yet, considering they have players inside a secret. Who is that inside a secret right now? Is that Pollux? Yeah, Pollux. Yeah, so the smoke was there. Yeah, he shifted through. Like, he didn't want to obviously risk it, which makes sense. But this is something that we've seen from Big Academy before. Not on this map, but these 4-man boosts are becoming more and more common for them on maps, it seems. It looks like they are just literally going to commit there for the entire round. Well, I say that as they start moving. Let's see what they can find outside, because it looks like that's where the fight's going to be. And, oh, there's an AWP shot, there's an AK shot, another one for him. Biggie Smalls in the form of Arnwin takes down one. Pollux trades it back. Arnwin, you have a USBS against some rifles and an AWP. If you win this round, you're a god. And unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. 13 to 12. Dice, they finally move themselves back into the lead. Now just 3 rounds away from securing this map as their own. And Big Academy will be knocked down to the lower bracket.
Well, you have it. Big Academy now. They've not really found Dice have found this new momentum where they take these aim duels and once they win it, they just explode. And the Academy haven't really found a solution to that. They have been punished quite heavily for their own aggression, so I'm glad to see them play a bit more passive now. But we'll have to see if the Dice can really work around that. They'll stay up outside, eh? It looks like they might be preparing for a bit of a just straight execute, which, considering we haven't actually seen that at all from them, might catch them off guard. So stand smoke to allow an ambush to come out from secret. Now with Big, again, with this site control, they have made a bit of noise. They've kind of made the Dice fight for everything they've worked for, but like, getting Porlocks into secret is going to work perfectly in their favour, especially when you look at Crimbo, who's kind of clearing outside, trying to just check to see if there's anything to be found. Process able to get away just before Nonic's able to peek. Porlocks finding panic to open up, and this could be scary. Joko pushing up from outside. Crimbo's going to hear all this. Crimbo taking him down. That's the man advantage, but back. Evens, and Crimbo actually goes straight towards Heaven. That's a great read right now. As Nonic looking to push out towards the vent as well. And from Rotor is almost perfect. However, all he's able to do is damage them. Hades from ramp finding Porlocks. He's really woken up. Recently, you find Hannah as well, spamming even more switching to the USB. The pressure's down. The pressure's down. Nonic really aggressive. XPG gonna find, I believe that was Annuin on A site. As push comes up, the rotation comes through. 10 seconds left. They will be able to get to the A site. A plant will come through. The Process right now, all he has to do is prevent that plant. The flash goes off as he shifts closer to single door. As XPG, he needs to be careful. He'll be spotted. XPG will fall. 1 versus 2 now for Nonic. As he fight. Process will find him. He'll be taken down. A Big Academy. They've solved, they've readjusted, and they've won their 13th round.
Yeah, they bring us back level once again, but a surprising one, to say the least. There was the man advantage going to the way of Dice. They were able to get the site control, but they just weren't playing together. Separate angles. Instead of breaking it down to 2 versus 2, they broke it down to 2 individual 1v1s, which usually isn't the best way of doing that, especially in a retake situation. Nevertheless, with the match timeout being called, which we can only assume is from the Dice, probably just trying to crunch the numbers, work out what sort of buy they want to do here. Nonic does have 8.2k, so he can drop a couple of AKs if he needs to. Drop one down to XPG, buy one for himself. He hasn't committed anything into this round yet, or if he wants to just go for an AWP.
So that will be the AK choice. As XPG, I suspect that's already on the floor. He has invested 4.8k into this round. Nice. So either, actually, that could be an AK because it has utility and armor. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
As there we go. He does pick up that AK. And the only AWP in play going to be in the hands of Panic. So Pack 10 on Joko. Actually, something I don't disagree too heavily with. We have seen him do very well with it so far. But the Dice really upping the pace as they go from very fast outside play. And Pack 10 going to drop down a hill. And there you go. Joko able to find Panic. And swing further. And the Small's able to take him down. It's Annuin is able to find Joko. Smoke going to allow a fullback for Process as well as... Actually, he'll be able to be taken down. The M4's really true. Crimbo finding 2 of his own. However, XPG finding Annuin in trade. 2 versus 2 now as each round getting just tantalizingly close for either player. Crimbo, he has the bomb though. I'll open up that door. Faker push back as Nonic now coming up from behind. He has to see if he can find him. And Crimbo, unfortunately, the timing isn't in his favor. Hades now the king of ramp. 1 versus 2 as he looks to prevent any control room going to be broken. Hades going to take contact. The swing comes out and it looks like the Dice off the back of this are just going to push up towards A. Hades though, he's wary of it. He knows it's coming as he's able to get up to Heaven in time. That molly will prevent him from being able to push, but the second that molly fades, even if he pushes in a heartbeat afterwards, he's still going to be doing it in a fairly speedy manner. And with that, he's going to spot those players. He'll be able to get towards the site and at least he'll be able to drop down.
Pop flash about to go on going out onto the site right now as the bomb gets tapped, but it's Hades who comes out on top. He drops down to 46 HP. Molotov rains on through, but Hades can win this one, but just not going to be the case. XPG ends the round on a 3K, secures a 14th round for the Dice. And Big Academy seem like they threw quite a lot into that. Still not able to come out on top. Pistols across the board now, and it looks like they're trying to play for overtime. They're upset with the performance. One more round on the T side, and they wouldn't be in this situation.
Nice. The player for that round before this was Joko. He's able to open it up, finding Crimbo. But that max 10 pressuring down the AWP, forcing utility to be so committed, just to keep Process alive, was absolutely perfect. Push comes in right now. Contact made, and Canna and Nonic able to completely tear through any push from Big Academy. It's all on Panics now, 1 versus 5. And, you know, I doubt we'll find anything here. He might catch up the odd player. P250, no armor, no kits, no utility, and, well, frankly, no dream, as that molly prevents any push at all.
Kremmy, you gotta believe. It's a PT-50, no armor, no anything. It's a hope. That's all he's got. 5 kills. Here you come. Okay, never mind. Take it back. Still falling apart.
Unfortunately, Cody, I'm a realist.
Yeah, that's fair. It's 15-13. Dice, look at this buy. I mean, it's hard to beat. Big Academy, they now need 2 rounds in a row to move them into overtime. And unfortunately, these last couple of rounds, not only have they not gone their way, but they have been quite demoralizing as well for Big Academy. The one before the pistol round in the previous one, it's so heartbreaking. Down to a 1 versus 1 where, realistically, I mean, it was Hades, of course, from Ramp, was able to almost secure the round, just a couple of inches away from his target. 10 seconds on the freeze time remaining. And Hades is hoping he can at least drop 30 kills. Process hoping for the same thing as well. Let's see who can get it first. Maybe one of them can get a 3K in this round.
As the push comes, well, yeah, as the default comes out, looks like it's a fairly heavy default. Not like they're going to be committing towards Trophy, just to prevent any push from Hades. He's 27-21. We have seen him not shy away from pushing ramp, getting lobby control, so I understand that positioning from Nonic, but point of attention, notice from the Dice will be outside. See them expending a lot of utility, just methodically and slowly clearing it there against a FAMAS. They don't need to worry too much about these kind of snipers, but they are still showing respect to the Big Academy. They are still to hold firm as the push comes in towards the A site. Contact mate, Grimbo finds 1. Grimbo finding 2 as well. Panics, and Annuin all swinging wide, finding kills of their own. Nonic now, 1 versus 4, as the bomb isn't quite in his hand, and Panics in heaven ready supreme, but Nonic finds the first. That's a great opening, and that could be a taste of what's to come. Smoke go down will allow him to push a bit closer, as he'll just start clearing 1 corner at a time. And Annuin now dropping down towards A sites. I love this play. I love this play so much. He drops down into vents, comes up the other side, and can then go up from secret to try and clear this A site. Crimbo, though, he's wary of this. He's fallen all the way back into garage to prevent any push. With 30 seconds left right now, Nonic does need to put up, well, get a bit of a jog on if he wants to get towards this A site, as well as clear Crimbo.
This is so methodical from Nonic. Like, he's checking every single angle. Every angle that is possible here. Like, even the small little cubby he's checking. I say that,
apart from the
and
one
he doesn't
angle
check the main one.
Exactly.
Apart from the one angle that he needed to check, and he gets punished for it. It's 15-14 now, round number 30, but it's still going to be a full buy from Dice. It's going to be AKs across the board with the exception of XPG. Go on, Kramer.
I don't know about you, but I smell overtime here.
Yeah,
XPG.
Unfortunately I'm smelling it as well. Spam going to be coming on through. Process, oh, very nice. Nice little bit of spam damage there, but Process, of course, getting that frag. The Molotov helping out absolutely tons. The man advances now to Big Academy. Need to see a huge play from the Dice for them to be able to keep themselves into this game.
For sure. And now as Cribbo, he's going to be that point of contact. It'll just be jump spotting. He only needs to play for information. The dice have got secret control, but secret control and B-side control are very different animals to tame. As the execution does come out, contact is made. Cribbo just spot that initial player, and once he's got the info, he just has to fall back. The dice know he's there. He knows that the dice is there. And with a mutual understanding, he's just going to fall back and hide. Andy has been able to push into the lobby to regain some control, but it looks like the dice might just slow down here. Nonic has been able to get up from outside. He's under heaven right now as Pollox comes forward. Cribbo needs to be careful.
Oh
It's almost on him. It does hit him. Down to 31 HP as he gets linked through the wall.
I was about to say, it's only a matter of time.
From behind, Cribbo will fall.
Oh!
Shoko finding Hades. And just like
How
that,
was
this
this
is
happen?
a big academy. Process needs to go huge right now. He swings wide, he'll find that first player. Swinging a bit closer towards that center site. He knows the bomb's implanted, he knows Joker's going to be there. However, he'll find Canna as well. Swinging wide, however, he won't be able to find him. Anduin now, 1 versus 2. Can he close out the map? Or can he take it to overtime? Or can the dice close out the map? As he comes up from double door, Pollox going to just be holding firm as the Joker's actually pushed all the way up towards ramp. So this is going to be very, very difficult for him to retake, even if he wanted to. The ship has one contact made. He'll swing wide, he'll tag down Joko as the smoke goes down onto that bomb. Fortunately, he'll find the first one behind, spamming what he can.
There's no time.
There's no time. He'll swing wide and he's taken down. Dice take it. 16-14 against Big Academy. Ah, well, there you have it.
There you have it indeed. And well, DICE, they've done incredibly well to be able to take themselves through to that upper bracket. In the next stage, they're going to be facing up against Majesty, I believe, tomorrow afternoon. But we've got one hell of a lower bracket so far. Mew, Super Jimmy, we've got Big Academy down there now as well, Cyber Legacy down there. There is tons of teams that, and Singularity as well. There's tons of teams which realistically we wouldn't have expected to be in an elimination stage at this stage of the event. And now they're down there. What else can they do other than fight like their lives depend on it? Because their tournament lives do indeed depend on it at this stage.
Yeah, and that might be a very harsh reality check to a lot of teams as well, who might not be expecting to be in this position, especially in the first day of the tournament. So I really am curious to see how this plays out, to see who can deal with the pressure and who will crumble.
Yep, it'll be curious. There's a lot on the line. Of course, this isn't just for fun. This is for cold hard cash. There is a 10 grand prize pool on the line. First place of the entire event takes home 7 grand. Second, 2 grand. Third place, 1k. If you come fourth, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or anywhere between 16, you get absolutely nothing. So these teams want to ensure they are battling it out. But we've got some of our higher seeded teams down in our lower bracket now, so you want to make sure you are here tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. British Standard Time. That's 10:30 a.m. for our friends over in Europe. Same place, same channel for some of these games in the morning. Kremer, that's been it. That's it tonight, buddy. Any closing thoughts? Anything you wanted to say to the guys?
Well, this has been a day of upsets. And I said this when I started my first game. The team seeded first, the team seeded 16th. They are so close in skill level that every single game is going to be exciting. Every game has the potential for an upset. And if you want to do well at this tournament, you're going to need these fancy strategies. You're going to need these new plays, and you're going to have to innovate if you want to maintain a tournament life. So again, please stay tuned. Please keep watching, as this tournament can only get more exciting from what we've already seen.
Most definitely. Guys, my name's been Cody Cars. This has been Kremer. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your night. Bye-bye.
bye.